Hey there, it's me, Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. I am here live in my kitchen. Woohoo! Lauren, now is when you're supposed to clap and cheer. Live in the kitchen Saturday night. What could be better than Saturday night in the kitchen of Hungry Girl? Name it. I dare you to name something better than being in my kitchen. I don't think you can, because tonight it's Mother's Day Eve. So to all the moms out there, happy early Mother's Day. If you have forgotten that tomorrow's Mother's Day, it is not too late to make your mom this recipe and then either, I don't know if you could ship it to her, that probably wouldn't work, but you could drive it to her and leave it on her doorstep, or I don't know, just do something nice for your mom. Is it too late to get flowers? Did anyone forget it was Mother's Day tomorrow? Okay, more importantly, tomorrow is Mother's Day, but there is another day coming up on Monday that is equally as important. It is Accountant's Day. So Monday, did you know, Lauren, that Monday was Accountant's Day?
I did not.
How could you not address your CPA?
I don't know.
What are you guys gonna do for your accountants? I think you should make your accountant the recipe that we're making tonight, which is the very simple and delicious oat bake. Hold on, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. This, my dear friends, oh, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, Facebook has fixed the issue with flipping the camera. So the camera is now officially flipped and I am no longer green or elongated. So I just feel lopsided again and I feel like I look weird. But at least you're gonna be able to read all the labels, which is very exciting. So this is the oat bake. I think you guys should click likes, hearts, because if you do that, you're gonna show me that you love this recipe. And the fact that it only has around 200 calories makes it even better. But in addition to that, tonight I am giving away a lot of fun prizes. Have you noticed my hat? Has anybody enjoyed my hat? Did anyone say one word about my hat? No, it's a Hungry Girl hat. If you don't like my hat, then I'm sad, because tonight I'm giving away a Hungry Girl hat and a set of Hungry Girl measuring spoons. Woo-hoo-hoo, whoop it up. This is your mom's, Jamie, this is your mom's favorite Hungry Girl recipe. That's exciting. So tonight we're making a simple oat bake. So I'm gonna talk a little more about what's up, what we're gonna do, what we're not gonna do, but I wanna tell you what an oat bake is. It's basically baked oatmeal. And this is one of those Hungry Girl concepts, by the way, that we have taken and run with. Like, there's a plain one. The one that I'm holding is actually an apple cinnamon one that was in, I think it was in Clean and Hungry. I believe it was in the book Clean and Hungry, which is one of my books. There's 13 books. But there's an oat bake recipe on the website. There's an oat bake, a simple oat bake recipe that we are going to be running. We're gonna link you to it. I don't know if Jamie's gonna link or Lauren's gonna link. Someone's got the link to that recipe. And it's so easy and delicious. And the thing about this is, it is a great make-ahead breakfast. You could actually freeze these, but they'll stay in the fridge for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. They taste amazing. The calorie count couldn't be better. If you think about the fact that sometimes you just have like a bar that is just, it's not nearly the size of this. And this has about 200 calories. It's got a bunch of fiber and protein. I cannot believe this is true, but it has 1 point on the purple plan on Weight Watchers and 5 points on the other plans, green and blue. So it tastes so good. And again, you could eat it as a snack or a mini meal or a breakfast. It rocks. I can't say enough good things about the oat bake. Oatmeal in general, I'm gonna say this. It's very, very, very healthy. I know they link it to lowering cholesterol. You probably have to eat about a cup of oats a day in order to get those full effects of lowering cholesterol, but whatever you can do, it's great. It's good for your heart. It tastes amazing. What more can I say about oats other than the fact that I've got oat questions? I have oat trivia tonight. Oat trivia, give it up for oat trivia. And again, you don't have to answer the questions right. The beauty of being here with us tonight is that you can get the questions wrong. Why? Because I don't even know if my answers are correct. For the most part, they are, but they might be a little off. So you just have to try to, those servings are huge, Jamie, you're right. But the answers, you just have to try to answer correctly, and then you can win either a hat like this, not the one that's on my head, but a different one, a clean, brand new one, or a set of Hungry Girl measuring spoons, which we all know you love. So answer the questions. Before we start the recipe, the first question of the night is going to be, can you name the dude on this canister of Quaker Oats? What is this dude's name? I'm gonna give you a hint that's not gonna help you with his name, but in 2012 he had a makeover. They made him look a little more hip and they made him lose about 5 pounds, but he has a name. If you can name him, you're eligible. If you name him wrong, you're still eligible. All winners chosen at random. Okay, so in order to make that giant serving of the oat bake that I just showed you, first thing you want to do is preheat your oven. It's always good to preheat the oven. If you forget, you're going to sit there and look at your watch or your iPhone and be like, why the heck is my oven not preheating? So preheat that to 350, that's 350 degrees. Now you need 2 bowls. You need a big bowl and a medium bowl. This is my big bowl, this is my medium bowl. One is going to be for your sort of dry ingredients, one is going to be for your wet ingredients, and then you're going to mix them together and put them in. Best bet is an 8x8 pan. Mine is a 9x9. If you use a 9x9, your oat bake is going to be a little flatter. So your best bet is to use an 8x8, but I only have a 9x9, so that's what we're using. Don't forget to spray that pan. Okay, we're going to start with the dry ingredients. Take your giant canister of oats, and you want to get 3 cups of these babies. 3 cups of oats, which is a lot of oats. That's 6 servings of oats. And conveniently, this oat bake is going to be cut into 6 ginormous pieces. Now, what is going on? Is anybody naming the dude? Is anybody naming him? Nobody?
Mr. Eats Right.
His name is not Mr. Eats Right. He's not the Quaker Oats man. His name is Larry. People, this is Larry. Doesn't he look like a Larry?
Man, someone said.
Larry is hot. 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 We just call him Hottie McHotterson. So I've got 3 cups of oats here. Next to my oats, I'm adding more dry ingredients. Next ingredient, this is a 1.5 tablespoons of chia seeds. The chia seeds are so healthy. They really add to the texture. They're good. Don't skip the chia seeds. If you don't have them, it'll still work. Next up, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. In case you don't know what cinnamon is, it's this stuff, people. It comes in a little, look at that, it's cinnamon. And now you could read it. Woohoo!
Gretchen said it looks perfect to go with my isolation mocha in the morning.
This is a great drink to go with your isolation mocha. Next, we have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You need the baking powder. It's going to help it like get puffy and beautiful. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, because of course, when you have things that you're baking that are a little sweet, you need a little salt to balance it out. Okay, I want to tell you now to make it sweet. I just got a notification that like Howie Mandel and Camila Cabello have a new TikTok. That came through during this live. All right, next up, we're gonna do 5 packets of your sweetener of choice. I like Truvia. These days I'm really digging Swerve, but we're using Truvia for this. It's a beautiful day in Southern California. Yes, Judy, we're gonna post the recipe. Okay, so these are all the dry ingredients. In case you forgot what they were, there are 6 of them. It's 3 cups of oats, it's a 1.5 tablespoons of chia seeds, it's 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 5 packets of your sweetener of choice. There it is, all in the large bowl, the ginormous bowl. Now,
Does it matter what kind of oats?
I like to use old-fashioned oats. I never tried it with the quick cooking oats. I like the regular old-fashioned oats. Never tried it with steel cut, so I say that. Okay. Next, you have to tell me what movie to watch tonight, because I have watched now Serendipity, I've watched Devil Wears Prada, I've watched Crazy Stupid Love, I've watched The Holiday. They're all really good. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, forget it. All right, next up, we are doing the wet ingredients. First one up is going to be Almond Breeze Unsweetened Vanilla. This, of course, is my favorite almond milk of choice because it tastes the best, and it only has 30 calories a cup. You're going to use 1.5 cups. So let's measure that. People are always trying to see what I'm measuring in my cup and what size my cups are, but this is actually 1.5 cups.
Do you know how many spoons the 5-packet of sweetener are?
I don't. But Jamie or someone in the audience might be able to say how many spoons the 5 packets are. But just, I don't know, try to get your hands on some packets. So that's 1.5 cups of this unsweetened vanilla almond breeze. Next up, we've got egg beaters. You could use the whites of 4 eggs or 1/2 cup of egg beaters or egg whites. Hold on. The kitchen The kitchen didn't prep my egg beaters. That means I forgot to open them. But that's half cup of egg beaters right up in there. Then the next ingredient is unsweetened applesauce. The other day I made an oat bake and I did not have applesauce, so I mashed up a banana in there, and guess what? It worked fine. So it just tasted banana-y. If you hate bananas, don't do that. So we're gonna do, oops, it's splish splashing. We got a half cup of applesauce. Sorry. And then the final undry ingredient is gonna be 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And by vanilla, I mean extract. Vanilla extract. 1. Any questions out there?
It's 3.5 tablespoons of sugar or sweetener.
Oh, 3.5 tablespoons of sweetener, in case you don't have the packets. That seems like a lot, but hey, I trust my peeps. If you ever get to... Jamie knows. Hey, Stacy, you might win the hat, Stacy. Just keep answering the questions. Like, did you answer? Did you know his name was Larry, the Oat Man? Okay, I'm really glad I'm in a black shirt today because I totally splashed it up. All right, so now I'm mixing my sort of wet ingredients just to go over again what they are. It's 1.5 cups of almond milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1/4 cup of these so-called egg beaters, and I mean 1/2 cup of the egg beaters and 1/2 cup of applesauce. All right.
Oh, wait, 3.5 tablespoons is for sugar, half as much if you're using straight up.
Oh boy, don't listen to anything anyone is saying about how to substitute packets. Get your paws on some some sweetener packets, because we're getting mixed messages from the peanut gallery. All right, so now what?
Nothing.
What is Lauren? Lauren is now going to be like, it's not my fault, it's someone else's fault. You and your purple hair.
No.
All right, so here's the deal. But it's a lot. Listen, it might seem like it's a lot of sweetener, but it's really not, because there's a lot of oat here. I'm going to show you the serving size. So you're pouring your wet ingredients into your dry oats, okay? Don't miss the bowl and pour the wet ingredients all over your counter. That would be a very, 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 very bad thing to do. You'd waste all the ingredients. You'd have a messy counter. I don't even know what to say.
Raymond?
Can I say happy birthday, Raymond?
Yeah.
No. I just said it. Happy birthday, Raymond. Raymond, you don't look a day older than you did yesterday. Who is Raymond?
Someone's son.
Who
likes you.
Hi, Raymond. Raymond, happy birthday. All right, I'm mixing this up. You want to combine this until it stops making horrible scratching noises in the bottom of your bowl. This is it. Okay.
Someone said, when's the next magazine coming out?
Next magazine comes out in the fall, and the next book comes out when? January.
Ooh.
And wait, I'm going to take this time before I put this in the pan to tell you that tomorrow, at some point, I'm going live to discuss the merits and excitement over this product, Hungry Girl, your daily bright boost. If you have questions, post them. I'm going to post something in the community, and I'm going to get some questions, and I'm going to answer them live. I'm obsessed with this. You should be too. Okay, now, the deal with this oat bake, this is just a simple run-of-the-mill oat bake. I have like probably over 10 or 12 recipes for these oat bakes. There's an apple cinnamon, there's a cherry almond, there's a banana walnut, there's a chocolate peanut butter. You name it, you can be creative. So if you're at home now and you want to throw, for example, some raisins in your oat bake, it'll just change the nutritionals a little, but it'll taste phenomenal. So this would be the stage you could be creative and add some items into your oat bake, if you so desire. Again, you want to see what our finish line product looks like? It's this ginormous, delicious beauty. Hearts, lots and hearts. How are we doing on questions, comments? What's going on there?
If you don't have eggs, can you do flax egg or more applesauce?
Yeah, you can do that. But I mean, yes, you could absolutely use flax egg or applesauce. Well, applesauce we already have. Wait, how many comments do we have?
Oh, we have...
This is where Lauren can't pronounce the number.
Mine hasn't refreshed.
She'll be like 1.68 comments. All right.
895.
895. All right. In order to wait, I'm going to ask you another oat question. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oat question. After cereal. Cereal is obviously the #1 use of oats in this country. The second highest use, duh, it's for oatmeal cookies. What is the third most popular use of oats in this country? You should know this. If you think about it, guess now. Even if you guess wrong, guess what? You're still eligible to win something fantastic, meaning my hat or measuring spoons. All right. While you ponder that question, I'm going to spray my inappropriately sized pan. So we've got Pam here. We're spraying the pan.
Jennifer says, what if you can't get oats? Can you use kitty litter? She's That's funny.
Jennifer, listen. You cannot use kitty litter for this recipe, but I'm glad it's Saturday night and we're all having a good time. All right, well, okay. Dana Miller, she said meatloaf. She's right, it's meatloaf. Dana, you're so smart. Dana just got a new baby cow. All right, I'm gonna pour this into my 8x8 or 9x9 pan. It looks gorgeous. This is what we do. We cheat the camera. We get every drop. I didn't forget any ingredients tonight. 0. I forgot less than 1. All right. Now you smooth it out. This just feels nice. It's like a little oatmeal skating rink. All right, voila. Now, if you had an 8x8, it would fill it a little bit higher. This is a 9x9, so it's not gonna be quite as fat, but when this is done, it's gonna look like that. I'll show it to you again. Now you put it in the oven and you set your timer for 35 minutes until the top is nice and golden brown and it is cooked all the way through. You don't want it to be mushy inside. Here's my oven. Do-do-do-do. Okay. Do your thing, oven. All right, Lauren, set the timer for 35 minutes if you can, please. Thank you so much. All right, you're not gonna have the pleasure of having me with you for the next 35 minutes. You're just gonna have to believe that in 35 minutes, that thing is gonna come out of the oven and look like what I'm gonna show you. But in the meantime, you're not getting rid of me so quickly. I'm gonna ask another question. What percentage of Americans have oatmeal in their pantry or cupboard or wherever they keep their dry kitchen goods? What percentage of Americans? What percentage? Is it 1%? Is it 100%? I'm gonna say shockingly, Lauren got the answer to this right. Today when we were playing trivia earlier in the kitchen, on her first guess, this is what it's gonna look like later when it comes out of the oven. This one happens to be an apple cinnamon one. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you, so I need to tell you how to eat this. You could eat it cold, you could eat it hot. I wouldn't eat it right out of the oven. I'd let it cool for a few minutes, but once it's in the fridge, which it will last in a lovely state for at least a week, you could take it out of the fridge, eat it cold, or you heat it in the microwave for 10, 20 seconds. You could put it in the freezer and defrost them. You could put it in the freezer for a couple of months, it'll last. But when you eat it, you could eat it alone. You could eat it with jam. You could eat it with sugar-free syrup, light butter. I like it with a little bit of light butter because it's almost like a muffin. It's like part muffin, part cake, part oatmeal, all delicious. So there it is, that's what it's gonna look like.
How many servings per pan and what temperature? Does it bake that again?
Yes, it's 350. You're gonna be in there for 35 minutes. You're gonna cut it into 6 pieces. You could cut it into more pieces, but it's really 6 servings for about 200 calories a serving. I feel like my head is crooked. Anyway, is anyone answering the questions? What percentage of Americans? I see 78%, I see 90%. You can eat it in a house. You can eat it with a mouse. You can eat it in a house. You can eat it with a mouse, but hopefully the mouse is not in your house. If the mouse is in your house, split the oat bake with it. All right, the percentage of Americans that have oatmeal in their cupboard is 75%.
A lot of people got that.
Wow, good job, 75%. Now tell me what movies I should watch tonight. I also started watching Dead to Me. Whoever's out there that knows me knows I don't really watch TV, but I've so far seen 4 episodes of Dead to Me. I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a little creepy in a way, but I really am very hooked. I think that they're both doing a great job. the two leads, Linda Cardellini and Christina Applegate. Tell me what movie I should watch tonight. It's rom-com night.
Somebody said Enchanted with Amy Adams. Have you seen that?
Enchanted, no, but maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll watch it. Any questions about the oat bake? Bottom line again is that you get a giant serving for not a lot of calories. It has amazing across-the-board nutritionals. It's almost like a dessert, but it's really a breakfast. It could be a lunch. It could be a snack. I highly, 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 highly recommend this recipe.
How many Weight Watchers points again?
Oh my gosh, is it possible, Jamie, that this only has 1 on the purple plan? On green and blue, it's 5, but it's only 1 on the purple plan, from what I understand. I thought it was a typo, but it must not be. I guess it's because the oats are nothing, probably. Anyway, okay. If you don't have any other movie recommendations, you don't have, tell me what you got for me. Stacy, love that show. Do you watch Ozark? No, I've not seen Ozark. Should I be watching?
It's true. No,
It's
one
true.
point is true.
It's amazing. So my oat bake's in there for 35 minutes. Do you guys have the ingredients? Again, if you don't have chia seeds, I feel like this is the wild card. If you don't have this in your house, then you could make it without the chia seeds. That's all I'm gonna say. It wouldn't be the end of the world. And just so you remember, you should sign up for the daily emails to get recipes like this, food finds, tips, and tricks. You should come back tomorrow. I think I'm gonna be back tomorrow around the same time. I know it's Mother's Day, but if you're around and you're not too busy, we're gonna be having a Q&A discussion about your Daily Bright Boost, where I will tell you everything about your Daily Bright Boost that you need to know. And that's all I got. Unless you tell me I have to stay, I'm gonna go. Time to watch a movie. Anything else before we wrap up? Okay, keep commenting because you could win measuring spoons or a hat, just like the one on my head. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna leave you now. I'm Lisa Lillian, also known as Hungry Girl. Till next time, chew the right thing.